Welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
To get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. What do we have on him?
Boog, you don't always know what to expect with this guy on the mound. There are times he's really good, but that's not always the case. For me, I want to see how aggressive he's going to be out there. We'll see it right away if he's pitching with confidence. And if he is, he should be just fine.
Ready to go? Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. And that's in for a strike. And we are underway in game one of the series. Right side. And it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, the second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate, trying to bounce back after going 0 for 5 on Sunday. And that's way high, and it's 1-0. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball. Freeman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Rudder takes off. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Freeman headed for third. He's in there.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fastball is outside. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He circles the bases. And they tack on 3. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets to jog around the bases. Good for him.
Mookie Betts in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Now 1-1.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
Nobody out with 3 runs in already this frame. Here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Next pitch misses way outside. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
The left fielder.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
One ball, one strike.
The other way, Bush. And he handles it himself for the out. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Will Smith in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Inside.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
2 out, space is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. And towing the slab in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Nico Horner, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Line drive. That's a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Batting second, the third
John
baseman.
Birdie at the plate.
Birdie.
You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. Nobody out, runner at first. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out.
Boog, if you can set up a good two-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Kyle Tucker stands in here, takes ball one low. Man at first, one away. And a swing and a miss there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Horner on the go. Pitches low. And safe. It's a stolen base.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job of controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And a hitter's count.
Ripped on the ground to second. And Tucker is retired.
Batting fourth.
Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, Dansby Swanson.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Hit on the ground to short. Betts tosses to first. That's out number 3. Cubs leave one. They trail it here 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Tommy Edman at the plate.
Tommy Edman.
Boyd back to work. That one not close. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
Ball 2.
On the ground, right side. Horner throws to first. And they get Edman for the out.
Batting 8, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Conforto with 4 runs batted in his last game. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101.
And that gets down into the gap. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Here comes David Bodie. That one's in there. That's strike 1. This to third. Tosses to first. And Bodie is out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So the batting order turns over. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He led off the game with a single and then came around to score. That's in there. That's strike 1.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
And a strike on the outside edge.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cubs nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Swing and a foul straight back. Happ lays off.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 out. And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. On the ground, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Look, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting 7.
Swanson digs in. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon. The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering upstairs. That clips the corner. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail in this one 3-0. On to the 3rd inning, and now Miguel Rojas. Rojas batting 2nd in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's too high.
Ball 1. Ball 1, no strikes.
And a foul ball. And a 1-2. Just missed.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And it remains 2-2. And there's a ball.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
On the ground to the left.
Foul.
And foul ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And they'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Ohtani stands in now, looks at that one inside. Up the middle. Swanson fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie.
Now it's
Betts.
Mookie Betts. Struck out swinging his first time. Foul ball. On the ground to third. Birdie fires over to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Fire.
That clips the corner.
Well, Boog, here's a nugget on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Well, he rarely travels without his tiny, fluffy dog, Mikan. Mikan is named after a famous mandarin orange from Japan whose peel nearly matches the pup's fur color. I love that name.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
And that just misses.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And he deals. That one
got
just
3-2.
misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
And that one is lifted in the air. Edman makes the grab, one away.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long.
Second baseman,
Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
So here's Horner now, and that's outside.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Start of the 4th, and now Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
On the ground to 3rd. Birdie fires over to 1st. That's the 1st out in the top of the 4th.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Ball.
On the ground, right side. Horner over to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
The center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Outside with a breaking ball. Tapped in front of the plate. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here at Wrigley
Leading
Field,
off for
ready
the
to go
Cubs,
for the last
the
half
third
of the inning.
baseman,
So up now for
John.
Chicago, John Birdie.
Birdie.
And that's a strike.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Freeman over to first in time. One out in the bottom of the
Now
fourth.
batting, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Grounded out his first time.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Freeman steps on the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Seiya.
So digging in, Seiya Suzuki. Grounded out his first time up. Right through there for a strike. That one in the dirt, and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Off the plate, 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And that's in the dirt. Misses downstairs, and that's ball 4.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
Runner at first with 2 away. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. He's 0 for 1. There's a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Down the left field line, base hit. Hernandez quickly throws it in. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
A late
Now
jump,
back,
and I think that was the
baseman,
difference on the play. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
First and second, 2 outs. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. Third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. First pitch, and he just misses. Two aboard, 2 outs. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
And that one fouled off. Two on, two outs. Out towards right center field. He's got it, and that will end the inning. But they pick up one run on the RBI single, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Boyd back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Well, Boog, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Bodie at the plate now. That's ball one.
1-0.
Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. And downstairs. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That's to third. And Bodie is out.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That
Count
misses the
1-0.
zone. 1-0. Pulls that one foul. Two down, nobody on. Inside. 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Freeman will take his base.
Take your base.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Rojas now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Bullpen action for the Cubs. Tyson Miller up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Brazier also throwing. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. 2 outs. Fights it off. He'll see another. This one popped up. Corner. Drops into the glove. And that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Cubs 1. Back here at the friendly confines. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. Set to get us started. Bottom 5, Miguel Amaya. Cut on and lifted in the air. Conforto under it. Corrals it. And there's 1 away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Crow Armstrong batting with 1 down takes a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Base hit, and now the lineup turns over with 1 away.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Nico Hoerner, 1 for 2. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Throw over to first. Crow Armstrong back on a dive.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Fastball is outside. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good runner on the move, that's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Inside move to second. Crow Armstrong dives back in safely.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the
line drive, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
1 down, runner at first. John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. Hoerner on the go. Ball outside. Throw to second, tag, out at second.
You know, something that's often overlooked in a caught stealing situation is just that catcher's footwork. These guys work so hard on just every aspect, receiving the pitch, but then also getting into a position to get off a quick throw. Right there, that was perfect execution, and it allowed him to get the throw down to second in time.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. Out there to center. And it drops in, but a good job to keep it in front.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Fouled off left side. Birdie runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw there. Safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
On the ground to short. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
Now batting, the designated
that one
hitter.
right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's the DH, Seiya Suzuki. That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 1. And fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
That missed by a lot. Ball 2. That one missed.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Ian Happ in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throws to first in time. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tyson Miller.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. Ohtani measures 6 feet 4 inches, 210 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That's in there, and that is strike 1. And a curve is down and in.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
The count's full.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
High in the air, out to right. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie Betts
Betts.
now. 0 for 2 in this one. That one off the mark, and it's 1-0. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Julian Merriweather getting ready to go. On the outside corner, and the count even 1-1. That one fouled off. Turns and fires to Betts. Fly ball to right. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
One down, runner at third. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
And Boog, I'd say he's due. Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tucker should have it. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they lead by 2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
The catcher, Will Smith.
Will Smith to the plate. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike.
Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw. The throw comes in too late, and they don't get the out.
Center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
Yeah, here comes Tommy Edman. Has grounded out a couple of times. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. That one to first, but it kicks foul. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is down low.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Next offering upstairs. Stays alive. Misses, and that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. To the right side, and it's through for a hit. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs.
Now batting, right fielder Michael.
And here is Michael Conforto.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. He flexes his power with that swing, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 7-2.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Tyson Miller won't go any further tonight. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Here
the
comes
Cubs.
a new arm for the Cubs, Colin
Number
Ray.
53.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's David Bodie. He's grounded out a couple of times. Ground ball up the middle. Over to first, and Bodie is out. Then they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. It's 7-2. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Clayton Kershaw.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Left fielder,
Half up to hit. Swinging a foul out of play.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Freeman makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you
Now
break
batting,
through, but
the
it's a
first
lot
baseman,
easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. The Dodgers leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
That misses, and a count 1-2. Just missed.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Kershaw fires. Breaking ball inside, and it's 3-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Number 7.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Man at first with 1 gone. Dansby Swanson, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just off the inside edge. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Edman squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
The catcher, number 9, Miguel Amaya.
So man aboard, and now it's Miguel Amaya. Fought off foul. Next pitch is outside. Kershaw deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Not close with that one. Now 2-2. Next offering is outside. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. In the air out towards right center. Edman going after it. And that'll do it. One left for the Cubs. They're down 5. It's 7-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Freeman.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Pitch misses. 1-1. On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
And up next for Los Angeles, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 3. Swing and a line drive, and that one's a base hit out into left center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shohei
Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered in this game. That's a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded.
The batter,
nobody
the
out.
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Just off the inside edge.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
Grounded to third, could be 2. There's 1, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So 2 down, and up to the plate is Will Smith. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two outs. He swings and fouls one off. There's a line drive to left field. Diving, makes the grab.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
And that's through there for a strike.
2-1.
And it's 2-1. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion.
He lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them. And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Second baseman
Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Horner.
For Clayton Kershaw, the resume speaks for itself. One of the best pitchers of his or any generation. One down, base is empty. Ball one there. He's won 3 Cy Youngs, an MVP, and a guy who has really leaned on that slider as the dominant pitch for his career. That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. Off the mark there. 1-0. And that clips the inside corner.
1-1.
Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
The right fielder, number 30.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. The Dodgers up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one ripped. Conforto makes the catch. That is the inning. Cubs leave 1. They're down 7. It's 9-2. We're at the top of the 8th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Ray back to work. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. That just misses, and it's 2-1. To the right side, Horner. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the right fielder, Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. In there at the knees, and it's 0-1. Popped up left side. Swanson. He's got it, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, David Bodie.
2 down, base is empty. David Bodie now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
You got this.
Foul ball still 0-2. Swung on, belted. That's going back. Back some more. Tattooed and gone. He jacks that one out to left. And they add a run. It's 10-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Colin Ray departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Caleb Thielbar.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Base is empty with 2 away. So now it's Freddie Freeman. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one hit to first, and it goes just foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. It's now a 10-2 ball game. Back here at Wrigley Field, out of the bottom of the 8th, and now the DH, Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Just missed. Next offering upstairs. Next offering is fouled back. And that one wrapped foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Ian Happ, the next cup to hit. A switch hitter batting right.
Happ.
Inside, just missed. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Bush stands in now and watches strike 1. That one misses, and 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Cubs 2. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We go to the 9th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Miguel Rojas. Just missed. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count now 2-0. There's the strike at the knees. Slides, but it gets by him. And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. First pitch misses. Runner at first with no outs here. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That's too low. 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Outside corner, there's a strike. The Dodgers up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And now it's Mookie Betts,
the shortstop.
If you're trying to keep the line moving, this is the guy you want at the plate. Such a good hitter, can also flash some power.
Line drive.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs. And that's downstairs. And that's ball two. Check swing, called strike. Late that time, and it's strike two.
2-2, down.
Next pitch is downstairs. Will Smith up next. And ball four, two aboard.
Ball four.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Next up, the Dodgers catcher, Will Smith.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
First pitch, not close. Slow curveball drops in for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball, just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
2 on, 2 outs.
Ball two.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's hard hit on the line. Hack makes a nice running catch. So they strand a pair. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Dodgers 10 and the Cubs 2. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the ninth. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. First pitch just misses. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And out number 1 on the grab. Wrigley Field, the second oldest active ballpark in MLB. It opened in 1914 as Weedman Park for the Federal League's old Chicago Whales franchise. Here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts.
But it gets a little tricky in the outfield here at Wrigley with the wind patterns from Lake Michigan. Better check which way the flags are waving when you put together your game plan.
The Cubbies with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he offered at it. And that one almost hit him.
2 strikes. Ball. That's inside. Three and 2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. It's out of here. A solo shot. 3rd home run of the season. It's 10-3.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So up next, Pete Crow Armstrong. Line drive, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
1 out left for the Cubs. Nico Horner will hit next. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Slider misses outside. Next offering is in for a strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And now 2-1. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of inning number 9. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
The third baseman, number 5.
2 outs, runner at first. John Birdie digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, throw to first, and that'll do it.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
Final score here today, 10-3. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Listen, I'm back on the road again, been popping them. This might be my demise. Too many ops out here that's posing as